And welcome back in. I'm Wes Mitchell, another Garnet Trust exclusive. You see him right there on the screen. Our special guest today is Antwane Wells Jr. Antwane's been getting settled in at South Carolina, getting ready for spring practice. Antwane, first of all, man, we appreciate you taking the time. How you been doing? How we getting settled in over there?
Appreciate it, man. I've been doing good, man. Just trying to stay focused and just do the best I can do and everything.
Yeah, no doubt, man. We're going to talk to Antwane here a little bit about just his time so far at South Carolina, his decision to choose the Gamecocks, et cetera, et cetera. If you've seen any of our other Garnet Trust interviews, by the way, head on over to GarnetTrust.com if you don't know what Garnet Trust is. But basically, Garnet Trust creates NIL opportunities for student athletes like Antwane. This is a Garnet Trust funded interview. And so let's start right there, man. I talked to you briefly right after you had committed to South Carolina. But if you can kind of take us through this process, you hit the transfer portal. I'm sure you were probably kind of curious who's going to come after me, who's going to want me. If you can just kind of take us through that process, what was it like when you hit the portal? Did your phone start blowing up, and how was that process going through? Going through the transfer portal.
Well, it was definitely a hard decision, man. That night before, I don't even think I went to sleep. I was just up thinking, like, man, just trying to compare everything. Trying to figure out what should I do. And I came to a decision that morning. Called my old coach, Coach Signetti, up and let him know the news. And then I entered the portal. And it took to about 7 o'clock. Is really when things start to start to get the flowing. I had a few schools call me, and I was embracing every moment of because coming out of high school, I didn't have a lot of offers. I didn't talk to me like plenty coaches and stuff like that. So I was embracing every moment of it, and I was just happy, man. And once I started to get the offers, I'm like, all right, now it's time to do my research. Try to compare every school to which one best fits me. And it was a wonderful experience, man. I'm happy that I got the experience.
So you hit the portal, schools start reaching out. Who did you hear from first at South Carolina? What was it, Coach Stepp? Was it one of the recruiting guys? Was it Coach Beamer? How did the ball kind of get rolling with the Gamecocks for you?
Coach Stepp, I think he was talking to my high school coach, Coach Harry Lee, and then I got a DM from him, and we were just chatting on there a little bit, back and forth. And then later on that day, he called me because I think earlier that day he was with his family. He was enjoying his time with his family. So he called me a little later that day, and we sat down and talked about 20 minutes. It was a good talk. We got to know each other a little bit, and he just seemed like a very caring guy. And he's a good man.
So then, you hit the official visit to South Carolina at some point along the way. Um, did you kind of know, or I guess better question, at what point were you sitting there thinking, "Oh man, this like might be the place for me"? Was that during the official visit, or was that after when you kind of sat down and processed everything? What point did it kind of click that you were like, I think this is it?
Uh, on the official visit is when I was, fell in love with it. He took me around campus. Then they pulled up to the stadium. I seen the big old stadium. I'm like, yo, I really see myself playing here. And then it just seemed like home. Like I was comfortable here. They took me in. Fed me good. And it was just good vibes. I just knew they meant what they were saying. Like the way they talked to me, the way they just brought me in. It just felt like family. And that's all I wanted, man. Just somewhere I could be where they embracing me and just being there as a family, like I just felt comfortable, and I was happy, and it was the best feeling I had in a long time.
So how is that relationship now that you've gotten there? I guess you've been at South Carolina. What is it? A month? A little
About
over a
3 weeks,
month?
yeah, about 3 weeks a month.
Okay, 3 weeks. How's the relationship with Coach Stepp continue to grow a little bit, and just Coach Beamer as well? Being around those guys, being around your teammates as well, starting to form those bonds. What has that part of it been like? Just kind of getting settled in, not just like moving in. I mean, just kind of getting to be around the
Hmm.
guys and around the
Yeah,
coaches. For the first time for the last few weeks.
it's been great. Everybody's been embracing me, and just bringing me in as a brother. Coach Step has been, showing me ways to do everything. And some of the guys have just been reaching out to me, trying to make sure I'm good. We kicking it in the weight room, man. We killing it, man. We going out there on Tuesdays and Thursdays, working out, going hard. I just love that the environment. I love the atmosphere. It's like it's just a whole different type of ball up here. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. I'm taking every moment of it. I'm taking every moment of it step by step, just embracing every moment of it, because you don't really get too many chances like this. So I'm just embracing every moment of it and just loving it, man. Everybody's just embracing me, and the workouts is just great, and it's just good vibes. This is a football town, and this is all I ask for, and I'm building brotherhoods, and I'm just having fun, man. This is a great experience.
You seem like a type guy, just talking to you right now. You're kind of you're taking it all in. You seem just kind of grateful for
Yeah,
where you have landed.
it really hasn't even like settled into me yet. I'm just like just amazed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Yeah.
like I'm not used to things like this. The way they feed us after workouts, before workouts. They got shakes already made for us. Just the lifts. The way Coach Luke talked to us before our lifts. He makes sure we get our mental straight before we go out there and go work out. Before the lift, Coach said is just out there. Getting us straight. It's just good atmosphere, man. I'm loving it, man.
So I've talked to some of your teammates within the last few weeks as well. You just brought up the workouts yourself. Every time I've brought up the workouts, man, for the new guys, they just kind of get this look on their face, and they're like, "Man, the first couple of days of a Luke Day workout, I don't even know if they have the words necessarily to describe it." And then they've all said, but once I got settled in, I was fine. But I feel
Yeah.
like every single one of them has been like, man, that was a little bit of an adventure at first. So what is it about a Luke Day workout? What can you tell us about a Luke Day workout?
Man, I'm gonna just tell you today, we had about 50, 60, 70 pound balls on our shoulder. We ran from the facility all the way to the stadium, ran up the ramps, ran across, ran down, and ran to run back. And before that, we had to do a heavy squat. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, a slight day for real. But every day he gonna make sure he gets you right, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come in there with a good mindset, knowing that you're at work. You got to come in there and try to, compete. He make sure he introduces that to us too, competing, and it's just really a lot of work, man. It ain't really much to it, It's just you either gonna muscle up and get that work done, or you just gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? And what makes you go so hard too. Well, it works for me. They have a grit score, so
Mm.
it's kind of measuring you how you doing on your workouts. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to, be a guy that's low on the grit score. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you in the top 5, top 10. You know what I'm saying? So that's also that keeps us guys motivated, because he has a grit score and telling you if you failed this workout, if you pass this workout, and the workouts is just crazy, man. Working every part of your body. You crawling, you pulling up, you deadlifting. It's just everything. But you know what I'm saying? It's work though, and I'm happy to be here, and I know the guys happy to be here too. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a very football oriented team, very town. You know what I'm saying? It's just great, man.
So what all goes into a grid score? Like, is this more there are certain uh, goals you have to hit? Is it more about effort, or what gets you a high score? What gets you a low score? Hopefully you don't have any of those yet though.
Yeah, it's effort. You got to go in there. Once you go in there, you got workouts already set up for you. If you fail a workout, then that's how the grit score go down. But if you kicking button in every workout, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got to worry about that. It's gonna stay up. So basically, that's all it is. Just doing good on the workouts, and just making sure you get everything done.
So I know some receivers, man, they're a little bit finesse. Maybe some receivers don't enjoy the parts you're talking about, but you seem to be a guy. I saw you're listed like over 200 pounds,
Mhm.
even at James Madison. So are you one of those receivers that embraces the physicality a little bit, embraces the lifting side of things and the grind, I guess, of things?
Definitely, for sure. Coming from an FCS level to play SEC is I just have a chip on my shoulder. I feel like I have to, go in the weight room and give it everything I got, because I don't want to be underweight. I want to make sure I'm strong enough to take them hits. You know what I'm saying? I want to be fast, and I feel like, the weight room is a big part of football. You know what I'm saying? It helps you with injuries. You know what I'm saying? Just little stuff like that. So I just want to make sure I'm taking in everything they have to offer here for us. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to,
Mhm.
half step, in the weight room, or half step. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure I'm taking in everything they offer to us because I know it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. And speaking of that, every one of your teammates that I talk to um, cannot stop bragging on Kristen Coggin and the job she does with the
Oh
nutrition
yeah.
program. And I see you shaking your head.
Yeah.
Um, you mentioned the shakes earlier, just having that ready for you right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
What has she meant to you so far in your time at South Carolina?
Man, when I first came down here, like transfers, they kind of, you kind of got to find your little way on your own a little bit sometimes, because they're trying to focus on the freshmen, So when I first came down here, I needed like help with a few things, you know what I'm saying? And first person I called up was Kristen, and man, she's great, man. Like just having like the breakfast in the morning, she's a great woman to even talk to and just to get to know, you know what I'm saying? She has a good heart, good soul, and she's just always happy, she's bringing that energy. And she's just a great lady, man. I appreciate her a lot. She's wonderful, man. She has the breakfast made for you, the cooking demos. It's just it kind of makes this experience more fun. Not just focusing on football, football, football. You get
Right.
to get out of workout. You go do your homework or whatever, and then come back later, come cook, enjoy the music that she's playing. It's just good, man. And she's always gonna have a smile on her face and just make sure you're good and make sure you're happy. And outside of football, she's gonna be there for you also.
Those cooking demos have been very popular with the guys. I think it's even part of the recruiting stuff now. When guys come on visits, there's like a cooking demo as well. Have you learned? Is there anything as far as cooking wise that you've kind of been like, oh man, I'm glad I learned to do that? Is there
Yeah.
like a special meal or a favorite meal I should say that you're making now?
Yeah, for real, I didn't even know how to cook before. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a breakfast type of guy. I'll flip some pancakes, scramble some eggs, make some bacon. But she had me make hibachi the other day with some yum yum sauce. So
Okay.
that's what I got under my belt now. I know how to cook some steak, some chicken, some noodles. She's just introducing a lot of new things to One day I think she had lobster in there before. I couldn't make it that one, but I hope I make it to the next one for sure.
Yeah, and that's the type thing, man. That's going to serve you well, not just on the football side, but in life too. I would definitely think, man. So, how I guess you mentioned coming in as a transfer. You got this other like y'all have a really nice class of transfers. I would say
Mhm.
you've all come in together. Coach Beamer has like bragged on all of you in the press conferences and stuff. Um, what have you seen from some of the guys you've come in with? How exciting is it to kind of look around and be like, Christian Bill Smith, Spencer Rattler, obviously, and just see this kind of influx of some guys that are all sort of experienced and have showed what they can do at previous places.
I mean, it's great to have all these guys coming in here, man. Right now I'm just focusing on building bonds with these guys. Just getting to know them deeper than just football. You know what I'm saying? But it's been great, man. Christian Bill's a good-hearted dude. I'm cool with T Dog. I got a class with him. We make sure we get in there on time. We throwing with Spencer sometimes. So it's just cool, man. I mean, I'm kind of new to this. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
it's great though, man. Just getting to meet new people and get to know them deeper than just football.
How have the just sort of getting out there, throwing with Spencer, maybe throwing with Luke? I know he's coming back from the injury and getting out there with some of the other receivers, Josh Van. How has that part of it been? Just kind of, I guess you're kind of the early stages of building some
Mm-hmm.
timing. I know you're probably trying to learn what they do here, what the plays are here.
Mm-hmm.
But what has that been like? I know spring practice, I guess we're like 2.5, 3 weeks away.
Yeah,
How has that part of the process gone for you, Antwane?
it's been good. Before we started doing walkthroughs after task over toughness, we I think it's competitive now. I don't know. I don't really know the
Mhm.
name of it, but we do workouts after we do the competitive night, and I mean walkthroughs. We do walkthroughs after the competitive night, and those really help a lot too because we'll meet before we do all that. Go to a meeting, position meetings, and drop the plays, then we can build a little chemistry up with the plays that I think we're gonna have set in stone for a long time. Before that, we was just doing little routes and stuff in the indoor after workouts. And it's been going good, man. It gets you to, get your little rhythm going and stuff like that. And it's been great. Them boys got a cannon, man. It's a big difference in quarterbacks on the SEC level and the FCS level, but it's been great, man.
Yeah, what and I hate to ask it, but dude, everybody wants to talk about Spencer Rattler. So
Mm-hmm.
I got to ask you, what have you seen? What have you seen from him? Just seeing him, like seeing the ball come out, catching his passes. The fans want to hear stuff like that. What's your early report on what you've seen from Spencer?
His arm strength, for sure. I ran a go ball. Man, he threw that thing about 60 yards. That was my first time ever catching the ball coming down that hard, man. That jump was crazy, but his arm strength for sure, man. He got a hell of an arm on him for sure.
Awesome, man. So you'll be out there in a few weeks, spring practice. What are the goals for yourself? I don't know if it's something you think about a whole lot, but just
Mm-hmm.
going into spring practice, I guess, A, how excited are you just to get out there, man, and
Yeah,
suit up? But
yeah.
B, any specific goals for you this spring?
I'm not really, going there with no goals. I just want to go in there and just show the coaches what I got. I want to go in there and dominate. I don't want to, just go in there and you know, just try to get. I want to already have everything set in stone. The plays, I want to go in there and just be focused, and just dominate, man. That's just the main thing. Just dominate. I don't really have no goals yet. I just want to go in there, embrace everything they have for me, and just show them what I got and compete for sure.
Speaking of the plays, how much have you been able to kind of start to dive in? I know it's sort of for everything they say around here, it's like it's an NFL playbook. It's a playbook
Mm-hmm.
that's going to prepare you for the next level. Have you started to get to? I guess y'all don't do really install necessarily until spring, but how much of it have you gotten into yet?
Just bits and pieces. Some of the same concepts that we run here are kind of the same that we ran at JMU, so I'm kind of used to them a little bit. But I don't really think we really dove into it yet, like we're going to. But it's definitely just little plays that I think we're gonna have, that's gonna carry on the whole season. So yeah.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So, little different gear here, but it
Mhm.
just came out this past week. I'm sure you probably saw. Gamecock fans are now going to be able to rock the jerseys
Yeah,
of you guys,
yeah.
and it's gonna be an official jersey, not like it used to be,
Oh,
where
right.
it would be like it would be number one or number three. Are you wearing number three? Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so you're wearing number three. In the past, if somebody had a number three, it wouldn't really have your name on it. Now somebody will be able to go online. They'll be able to buy the number three, say Wells across the back, and then you'll get a percentage cut of the sales of your jerseys, man. So
So,
what how I mean, is that a cool thought? Just thinking about
man,
looking
yeah,
out at the
definitely
stadium.
for sure, definitely for sure. But I mean, it's cool. I really haven't really dove into the NIL thing yet, like that for. I just been focused, man, trying to gain everything I can here. I feel like if I try to put my focus on that a little more, then it'll kind
Mhm.
of cut into what I got going on with the football side of things. So right now I'm just trying to make sure I lock in. You know what I'm saying, and get this thing settled first, and then I, embrace that part of this experience. But it's definitely a cool thing, and I'm happy it came out though. It put a little more money in my pocket.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So I see guys use this phrase. I'm trying to keep the main thing the main thing. That's like a
Yeah,
big phrase these days.
yeah,
You seem to be like locked in on that idea. Like it's
definitely.
football. Like let me do what I got to do to put myself in a position to succeed.
Definitely, definitely. I just feel like I got something to prove, man. I know a lot of people, doubting me. You know what I'm saying, because I'm coming from where I'm coming from. And I just want to show them what I got, man. I got a lot to show, man. I got a lot of hunger in me. And I just can't wait till we get them pads on and get things rolling, man.
Yeah, so give us a sneak peek, man. I mean, you don't have to brag on yourself too much, but I want to give you open floor. What can fans expect from you this spring game, then going into fall? If you had to, if you were watching film of yourself, what's the scouting report? What do you believe fans will see from you when they see you on the field as a Gamecock the first time?
I'm giving it everything I got every play. You know, limited mistakes. You know, and just balling, man. You know, I'm going to go out there and just show them what I got. You know, I don't really want to speak on it too much. You know, I'm just going out there and do what I do. You know.
Definitely, man. You're gonna make them watch, right? Like they
Yeah,
got to
you know what
see
I'm
for
saying? I
themselves.
just want to go out there. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just go out there and
Yeah.
just have fun and ball, man. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely got a chip on my shoulder, man, for sure.
Hey, I respect it, man.
Mhm.
Antwane, this has been good, man. I'm glad we got to do this. Again, we appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah,
Again, we
most definitely.
appreciate Garnet Trust for helping set this up and sort of making it possible. And man, hopefully this will be. I know you're not going to be too heavy into the NIL, but hopefully we can do
Yeah,
something like this again one day. Maybe check in with you before the season. But this has been fun, man. We'll be pulling for you. Keep grinding, keep doing your thing,
most definitely.
and we'll see you out there for spring practice. Okay, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man.